How's it going, everybody? It's Jerry from Tiny Delights. Today I'm going to show you a video on what I do to get my vegetables that I get from the grocery store, and then I use those seeds to grow. Usually every year I do buy some, but so I just thought, you can do it yourself. A lot of people like to do it themselves. A lot of people don't have the time, like I said. So you're going to take your green pepper. Cut it like you do, whatever. I usually just cut the end. You can save your pepper and cook it. Do whatever you want with it. And as soon as you do this, you're going to get all the seeds. And what I like about peppers, they're pretty well all dry. You can tap anything you want. Get all the seeds out that you want. And then your pepper is empty and it's ready to cut, put in a stir fry, do whatever you want. And then you're going to get all the seeds, all your scraps you just throw away. And then you get yourself a tiny little container. You can put it in here, add a little bit of water. So all your seeds that you get, you throw in here, and they're simple to take off. All you have to do is just rub them off. And they just fall off. And there you go, you got yourself all your seeds that you want. Like I said, I usually dry them. You don't have to. And you just twist, and they usually all come off pretty good. And they're fairly dry for a green pepper, red peppers, all your peppers, your hot peppers, doesn't matter. They're easy to come out. Like I said, they're you're gonna get a little bit that you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time with, but not too bad. And then once you get all your seeds off that you want, there's quite a bit of seeds in here. Grab a couple of these loose ones here, throw them in a bucket, save all you can, right? So these seeds are ready to plant in the dirt if you want. I have got some dirt here that I've got. So these are just from one green pepper. I'd say there's probably close to maybe 60, 80 seeds in there. So once you have them in there, like I said, you fill about a quarter of water. Could be just warm water. And then you put it in the sunlight somewhere on your windowsill or whatever. And then once they dry, make sure they're fully dry. You just move them around. They might be stuck a little bit. And then they're ready to put in a little baggie. And then you mark what they are, you mark the date, and you can reuse them right away. And for other people that want to use them right away, so this is what I do. I take the seed, and then I just drop them in right away. Simple little, and you just keep dropping, and you do your tray. And like these, you don't have to do anything. They're ready to go. The only thing I would suggest is that you put it somewhere warm where there's sun. And just like that, you're gonna have yourself a tray of green peppers. And it works the same thing with the red, the yellow, any peppers. Tomatoes are going to be a little bit more wet. Doesn't matter if you drop one or two. You can weed them out. Some people actually put 2 or 3 in there. I think there's 96 in this one. And then you just take yourself a little bit of dirt on top. And then that's it. You just push them down a little bit. You don't want too much dirt on them. They're fresh, and then just pack it down a tiny little bit. And then give it a good warm water. And I'll finish the rest later on. And then that's your green peppers. So all your other seeds that you don't use, you can actually do whatever you want with them. You can put them in a baggie, dry them, put them in a baggie, and then you'll be able to go. They should take, peppers take a little longer for me. I don't know why, but it takes about a month and a half sometimes. But with the heat, I have a heated table here. I'll show you what we did. And the same thing with the yellow pepper. Now you can just go buy seeds, you know, everybody's different, everybody wants whatever. But I find as soon as you can, when you get your green or yellow pepper or red pepper, whenever in the fall, whenever they're ready, what you can do is take the pepper, do the same things what I'm doing, and you're creating yourself not an heirloom, but close to something that it's gonna get used to your garden. So your soil, the peppers can be from the grocery store, but your soil, it's gonna give it the flavor. It's gonna give it, you know, whatever you feed your garden is what it's gonna get in the taste of your green pepper. It's gonna help it out. A lot of places they don't do stuff like that. It's just nutrients, and so this here will give you your own, and they'll get used to your dirt that you have, because everybody's location is different, and you're able to you know, grow a vegetable that's gonna be good for your ground every year. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with these. They've been grown either in a greenhouse or they've been grown you know, somewhere that that we don't have the weather here in Canada all the time, all year, right? So for us, we can't grow it, but unless you have a little greenhouse and something like that. And again, it's cold, and unless I have this little porch that I'm going to heat up this year, so I'm going to try to grow as much as I can. But me, it's going to be from our microgreens and stuff like that. So once you have all your seeds, again, these are the yellow peppers, and they're not too bad. They're not too sticky. They're not too whatever, and that's what you get from all the pepper seeds. If you have a little bit of stuff like this, you take out, right? And that's it. You put them in a little container, like I did with the green one. Put a 1/4 inch of water, and then you put them in your windowsill. You just put them like that, and put a little bit of water, and then when they dry out, you know, you can, they're good to go. They're good to go, and then they're all set. So, so this is the yellow pepper. I'm going to be throwing them in here for now because I want to do the tomato. There. Okay, so tomato is a little bit different. I don't want to cut you on the camera here. Camera got me. Come on. So tomato is a little bit different. So with the tomato, I usually just cut slices. And right away you can see the seeds. So after you're done, you won't have all this juice in there, but you'll be able to you'll still be able to use your tomato. So I just slice them up. You're going to cut some seeds eventually, but you know, the ones that you're not. And then you're just going to cut through. And take all the seeds out. You can use your fingers, or just find it easier with a knife. Don't matter if you cut chunks off. Usually the tomatoes, after, I'll put them in a stir fry because, you know, there's not much. And try to get as much seeds as you can off of it. Like I said, after I'm done, I usually put these out. Okay, so as you can see, you have the seeds here. Not very big, but they're there, and they're gonna have this little bit of tomato juice with them, right? So you're gonna have all this little tomato you're gonna have to take them out. So what I usually do is I get a strainer, and then you put them in the strainer. You just put all your mix in the strainer. And then you're going to take water. Try another bowl here. Of course, I didn't take one. Let me just grab a bowl here. All right, don't mind me. So usually you just take a bowl, you just pour your water, and you just run your thumb over, all over the seeds, and get as much of that hard, any little piece that don't seem to have anything, and you just keep rinsing. Keep squishing it, you're not going to hurt the seeds. Get all of that membrane out that you don't need. Usually this is better under the sink there. And then you're going to get yourself, and you keep doing that for the whole tomato, and you're going to get yourself all your seeds that you see here. You're going to have some bits in there. You take out as much as you can, but eventually they're going to turn out, they're going to be in the same tray, a different tray of course. And then you're going to have a little bit of water on top, and they're going to dry. Sometimes they're going to be stuck together a little bit like a fruit roll-up. You just take your fingers and you can break them apart, and then you just, once they're dry, they're ready to go into a baggie, and they're ready to go. So your tomato seeds, you can see it's full in there, and I use these every year. Like I said, that's a greenhouse tomato that I get, and that greenhouse tomato, is what I usually do. Every year I'll get some, just that I didn't have any this year. I usually keep my seeds, and I already started them. So once you go from here, you can actually plant these seeds directly into the dirt like we did the other ones. Just cover them about a quarter of an inch, and then you cover them with dirt, and then your tomato plants are going to come out. You don't even have to dry them. So it all depends. If you're saving in the winter time and you don't want to start until the spring, well, at least you have some ready to go. But if you're it's just nice and you decide you want to do some tomato plants, all you have to do is cut them up and then put them in the ground right away, and they'll grow just like that. So I'll show you the ones that I've done so far. So these here, they're planted right to the bottom. They're about 6 inches tall. So these are the tomato from the store. So these, these are the beefsteaks that I got. That's a seed one right here. These are the Romas. Hell, they're getting in pretty good. Here. I think the Romas, I have 150 plants so far. That's for our garden. We do a big garden out. Well, last year we had 6 beds of 350 feet. This year we want to go a little bit bigger and do a better job. And then these are the store ones. That's what you just saw me take out, those seeds. So they're going to come out. And what I like about these, when they grow in your garden, like I said in the other videos, they turn out the same thing. There's no spots. There's no disease on them. They grow super nice and they stay green for a long time, so you have to plant them in early, but they do a good job. So these are all seeds except those, the last batch, but these are all seeds that I did from a tomato. These are all Romas that I bought, and then I cut them up and I did the same thing. So anybody can do this. I did the same thing, and I'll show you here. These are the red sweet peppers. So I do the same thing. These are all seeds like you see me did, and those are the red that I've done. And those are just basil seeds that I've done. So you don't have to buy, seeds that sometimes now are getting 5, 6, $8. Depends if they're good quality or not. But I've never with my seeds at all. I have been doing this for 5-6 years, and like I said, it's been working for me. So if you're looking to save some money, and the flavor that you get at a superstore or a grocery store isn't, I find especially tomatoes and all that don't have the flavor. But once you put that tomato, that seed, you're getting extra flavor from whatever's in your dirt compared to just like a greenhouse tomato. Now it's not shipped, it's not cut halfway that it's green when they take it off the vine. It's in the garden. It gets the flavors. It gets the flavors of the garden and what you feed it, right? So I do all organic. Usually I do just compost teas, worm castings, and bone meal and blood meal and stuff like that. But everything natural that I try to do, because I don't like chemicals. I don't want none of that. There's no Miracle Grow or anything like that. You don't need it. If you have really good dirt, you should be fine. Anyways, so I just wanted to show you the video. In a couple weeks, I'll do an update as soon as they come up and show you the results of what I had. So thanks again. Like and share the video. Subscribe if you can. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.